everybody, here's a little bonus video for posing the dragon. I brought up some reference going to the texture menu and importing a JPEG and just drag it across the screen and close out the thing, and then we're going to bring up the base, insert a little cylinder. This is after I went into a T-pose mesh just to get everything ready to pose together, and then it's just a series of masking and rotating and moving. I do a lot more rotation than moving because it keeps the proportions intact. And I use the loop, the lasso, the mask lasso, and then I just blur it with the blur mask button instead of tapping on the mesh, which tends to do something a little funky for my taste, which it leaves a little bit of a hard seam. And kind of doesn't give a perfectly blurred mask, at least in my experience. So that's why I have the blur mask button down there on my menu. So I start with the head, just trying to get something to come alive out of the sky. I'm looking for something dynamic, sitting on top of a rock, similar to what you see in that reference image. So it'll take a little bit of time, a little bit of work to get them where I want them. But just having a little fun. This is what I was talking about earlier with the wrinkle. Just a fine wrinkle brush with the standard, or fine wrinkle alpha with the standard brush, and just Z sub and just go to town, just go slicing away. Just kind of little back up and sideways kind of strokes. Just dig in, kind of fine cuts. So it's going to be a lot of this for a little while here. It's helpful for just separating things out, but not too much that it's a bunch of rocks piled on top of each other. Just more of an indication of history. So you'll see a little bit of cross-hatching here and there to kind of give it some directional flow. And then I'll lay in some big ones with the dam standard just to kind of separate things out a little bit more. It's a natural, organic blob here, so you kind of have to just make it up as you go. Having a perfect reference next to you isn't like to mimic is going to be helpful, but there's no way I'm going to have time to sit here and replicate an exact stone from reality. From a picture on the internet. That's not the intent here. So I'm making this up with reality in mind. So that's kind of what we do with ZBrush, isn't it?